Hey, Luke, especially down the stretch, what were you looking to do with Embiid and poses all of those challenges, and how did that end up playing out for you?
Well, we thought, Julius did a nice job on him the first time, but he's a handful down there, and then obviously, you get a nice whistle, it makes it even more challenging because every time there was some contact, it was two free throws, and he's a heck of a shooter, so it's not like you're gaining an advantage by sending him to the line. So then we have a couple different coverages. One, we try to double from the baseline, but our rotational man didn't get there in time. You got to be there on the flight of the pass. You have to be on your way. So when he has baseline, he's turning right into you. So we did not get there in time on that one. We doubled off the cutter one time, and when they saw us do that, they made the cutter J.J. Redick, so they could space him back out as a shooter. So we tried a couple different things, but you got to tip your hat. He's a heck of a player. He's hitting pull-up 18-footers. They used him as a post pass entry, the man to enter the ball from the post, and he's relocating to the strong side corner and hitting threes. So he's a problem. So our guys played really well. They played really hard tonight. And you got to give Philly a lot of credit because they just kept making those shots down the stretch, and eventually we ran out of ours.
Hey, low turnovers and a ton of offensive rebounds. When you're not hitting threes like that, is there offensively? Is there anything you're able to try to do to overcome that?
Well, it's why we keep putting a huge emphasis on attacking the paint, attacking that rim. We know what our strengths are as a team, and right now shooting three-point shots is not one of them. So, even 27 of them I think is too many as a group. But I got a commitment from each player today at practice about shooting more extra threes. So I expect that number to start going up. But they fight, and I've said the whole year, the most important thing is that as part of our identity, we become good at defense, and we become a team that anytime someone else plays us, they're like, damn, we got to play the Lakers tonight. They play hard. They get after it. They push the ball. And we did all those things again tonight. So obviously we want to win, but in the process of doing what we're doing, I'm very proud of the way our guys keep competing.
It was a tough game for Lonzo. You stuck with what was working tonight. Is that the main? You're just going to go with the guys at the end of the game who are giving you the best result?
Yeah, that's what we're always going to do. It's what basketball is about. There's some nights as a coach, it's a feel thing. Even if there's a different group maybe playing better at the time, you got to go back to if they've been in for long stretches of time. Tonight I just used my timeouts as the way to try to get them rest. But there'll be nights that I'll go back to starters, even if they're having an off night. But tonight, with the way the energy was in the building and everything, it felt like we had our best chance to stick with that group that was out there at the end of the game.
Career highs for Brandon Ingram tonight in both points and in rebounds. What was he able to do just in terms of kicking it into another gear this game? Well,
he's got a great feel for the game. So I think when he's hitting that mid-range jumper, he's so long. He's able to manipulate defenses a little bit, and I thought he just did a really good job tonight of taking what the defense gave him and actually and knocking down those shots. So, it's like I said before the game, we're not concerned with Brandon. He puts in his work every day, and he's going to have good days and bad days. And tonight was a very good day for him.
It wasn't just the second half. You actually didn't play Lonzo at the end of the first half either. What were you just seeing with him tonight?
What was I seeing with Lonzo? Yeah. That he was having an off night. Anyone's having an off night. We're not, for the most part, unless everyone's having an off night, then I'll go back to him to see if he can get it going. But JC is out there, competing and making the plays and scoring for us. So, you know, it's our job as coaches to play the guys that are giving us the best chance of winning that night.